Welcome to the Grizzly Den, or should I say, the Panda Den, as our Montana Pandas look to go 8-0 as we take on Suck City. And all I need to do to get you motivated to watch ESPN 2, that is ESPN 2, 10:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday night, October 24th. Here's the president of Suck State.
What a showdown that's going to be. Yeah, no, that's going to be great. I mean, we're looking forward to playing the Montana Pandas. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Look at Montana Grizzlies. I think that's their name, right? Yeah. So, they're certainly a great team, but they haven't played nobody this season.
Haven't played nobody.
Right? Like
Rest of a college.
I like to stir it up, but I mean, in all fairness, we all appreciate Sacred Heart, but that was their last game, and they didn't do very good against them. So how are they going to come here into our territory on the Hornet turf and play us on a night that we're going to have some of our biggest turnout ever? I'm looking forward to that game. I feel bad for their fans, that have to experience a loss like that on the road, but we'll see. You're calling your shot. I like it.
Do you wait for?
So, as I load this up, there's this guy named Bobby Hope. Bobby Hope. I think you've heard of him. Our coach. He says, "Allow me to retort."
So we need a good week of preparation. We need to go down there.
Notice
Kyle,
who asked him the
earlier,
question. Thank you, Sauce
we're
Network.
where their president called us the JV. So we're where we'll deal with that as need be on Saturday or on Friday night. So we will be ready to go. I think our guys will be excited to get back into conference play, and we'll see how it goes.
Coach, what do you think of that dynamic, this Sac State leaving the conference after this year?
I really haven't thought much about it, to be honest with you.
For both players, Elijah, we'll start with you. When you see their president, go on national TV, call you guys the Montana Pandas, and say you haven't, won any.
That's not a question for the players.
Okay, Coach, can I talk to you about that? Calling you the Montana Pandas, all that good stuff on national TV?
Yeah, we saw it. I think the guy's kind of a clown, right? Whatever.
Coach, just to follow up on that, like you mentioned the JV comment, the Montana Pandas, things of that nature. Just how do you guys, use it as motivation? Do you block it out? How have you maybe approached outside noise like that?
As outside noise, that's how we approach it. If I was the president down there, I'd be more worried about the riot that happened in their stadium after the game than taunting Montana.
Are you ready? Are you ready for Friday Night Football? 10:30 p.m. Eastern, ESPN 2. Come on. You got to have a watch party for that. Without a doubt. Our Montana Grizzlies. Now, okay, you know what I do. We review the last game. We preview the first one or the next one. Review is going to be really quick. Sacred Heart, not in our league. We fell asleep after we were up 22-0, 29-7 at the half. Got to 29-21. We won 43-21. Boom. That's all you need to know. We dominated 5 touchdown passes. If you were watching ESPN, you saw Kylie. I get a helmet sticker from Joey Galloway. Great. That's all fun and that's all outstanding stuff. But it's time, Grizz Nation. New Grizz Nation, you bandwagoners that have been here since day one, to start rocking and rolling, because 20,000 people are going to be there. The reason they're going to sell out, obviously, is because, Grizz Nation, with all the riot gear, is going to be there ready to dominate and punk a team that is average, a 4-3 team. This is so great. This is because we won't overlook them. There's no excuse for overlooking now. You can't say, oh, we took them lightly. All that's off the table. All Grizzly excuses. Oh, sorry. All Panda excuses are out of the way. They will have our focused attention. As far as the X's and O's go, before we get to that, I know most of you did not see last week's video, and Kyle was so distraught on not showing it last Friday that it affected his sleep for Saturday. That was unfortunate. But now we're back. We're back ready to dominate. So get emotional about this. Don't worry about betting on the game. 3.5. Okay, we want to win by 4. We win by 2. You should be happy anyway. There's another game out there with Nevada. Can't wait for all the guests and maybe even Kyle, don't know, to have a love fest with Choate for about the 17th time this year. Coach Choate, he's got Nevada going. Coach Choate. You want to learn about Coach Choate? Go to egriz.com after this video. Just search Choate, egriz.com, and you will see what this, as Houck would say it about the Sauk State president, how this clown operates. And you think it's going to get better than this? Is a good year for Nevada. This is a great year for Coach Choate. But, I know you guys love to have love fest from coaches that few have heard about. Egriz.com has heard about them. Learn about them there. Anyway, getting back to Montana. Well, wait. Before we get to Montana, we got to give some props to a game that's on ESPNU on Saturday. Number 1, North Dakota State at number 2, South Dakota State. South Dakota State's quarterback might be down a little bit. Okay, so let's get to the real game, the Montana GRIZ and Sauk State. The reason I'm more confident than usual in this particular matchup is because Cardell Williams from Tulsa has finally become the starter for Sauk State. And they average like 120, 130 yards a game passing. That's been our downfall. People have been hitting us in the air. You saw it in Idaho State. Cal Poly, we shut down. Even Sacred Heart knew to take some deep shots to see what they could do. But the matchup is really one of the big reasons that this works out really well for the Montana Grizzlies. They're not going to just run right through us, especially if when we single up, we don't respect the pass game one-on-one and just stop the run, because that's Sacramento State's bread and butter. And that's how they win games when they do win games. I mean, this is a team that did lose to Cal Poly. We destroyed them by 3 touchdowns. But this is a team 1 week ago against a non-playoff team called Northern Colorado. Got this? They held them off on a bad play call, slant pattern at the 3-yard line. As Northern Colorado tried to win the game with that and lost. It's not just that they won, and they won a real close game against an average team. No. It's Northern Colorado had 3 picks, 4 total turnovers. You know how many Sauk State had? 0. Regression to the mean tells you the Montana Grizzlies will force 2 to 3 turnovers. Sac State is going to have to be +5. Okay, not +5. +2, +3 to stay within a touchdown of Montana, let alone beat us. Now, if you see early Sauk State getting those 4 or 5 yard chunks on the ground, it could be a shootout. But you got we got his helmet sticker from Joey Galloway, and we just dominated. We scored whenever we wanted. 500 yards total. Did whatever you want. You want to look up one of the best plays of the college football season? Go look at the highlights of the GRIZ game, especially the first touchdown. So, all right, I know you guys missed the video last week. Most of you did, but remember, we're having a party on the January 3rd and 4th, getting ready for Monday Night Football, January 1st, when our Montana Grizzlies are playing for the national title. And holy cow, is it bright in this place right now? Can't see a thing, but that's okay. I won't be able to see it. Whoa, you saw my eyes. That's not good. That could be a bad sign for the GRIZ, but it's not the GRIZ. It's the Pandas that are going to dominate this game. We got this, guys. we're going to be 8-0. We have to be 8-0 to get a top 2 seed. All right. I'm going to let this go. I suggest you watch that president clown talking on a loop. I mean, Trevor's so fired up. He's going to Sacramento. He's going to, batten down the hatches, get your ride, get ready, and be ready to dominate in Sacramento. We'll see you guys in the next video. Let's go dominate. I can't even end this stream. I can't see. But I can say, boom.